know this, but right from Oak Stove Kitchens, those are the folks who bring us the amazing crustless quiches. Exactly what Bear T said. You're looking at individual, ready-to-bake mac and cheese. They're amazing. For Oak Stove, remember, those are the persnickety chefs who live in Atlanta and 2 miles away from all of their kind of vendors who bring them the creams and the noodles and the seasonings and all the eggs and all the cheeses to make what's inside here. They're like within a 2-mile radius. So everything is super fresh. Oak Stove actually brings their appetizers to 5-star restaurants, white tablecloth restaurants. We have them here. They're a runaway hit and a name that's known for the crustless quiches. Now, Marie-Louise Ludwig is bringing us, if you like mac and cheese, just like we were talking about, if you like coconut, if you like mac and cheese, this is your very own single-serve mac and cheese for 8 people. And you're receiving 8 of these. Each one of them is 3.6 ounces, so almost 4 ounces for that easy pay of $15.99. Easy to make, but more than that, super delicious. Marie-Louise Ludwig, I'm super excited to see you. First of all, you're getting 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are they individually packed?
Nope, they
How
come
are
in
they
a tray.
packed? They come in a tray. Excellent.
They arrive frozen.
Arriving to you frozen. Price goes up, easy pay goes away at the end of the day. I'm going to take a bite, and I'd love for you to say who Oak Stove is while I'm chewing this.
Oak Stove Kitchen, taking a trip down to Atlanta, over 35 years in the business of doing gourmet, as Rachel said, for white tablecloth, 5-star restaurants. So what they wanted to do is they wanted to be able to take all that great gourmet food that so many people down south enjoy, most especially on brunches, and send it to the everyday home cook so you could take it out of the freezer, pop it on the cookie sheet, 350 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes, and get this ooey gooey triple cheese experience. 3 different kinds of cheeses in here. Aged cheddar,
look at this,
Monterey Jack, and Gruyere cheeses.
Okay.
Whole fresh eggs, elbow macaroni, half and half, a little bit of milk. You've got chives, you've got onion, you've got a little bit of garlic in there. And the way they prepare this, they actually do a double bake on it, and they chop up some of the elbow macaroni, because anybody who loves mac and cheese knows that elbow macaroni is great because it holds that tube, just holds all the cheese. So they chop some of it up so it holds even more cheese, and they bake it once and then they bake it twice, so you get that great finish and it becomes an individualized portion. So it's not one of those goopy macaroni and cheese messes all over your plate. Look at that. You can, if there's somebody who doesn't like all their food to come together, It's 3.6 ounces. I'll tell you what I'm tasting is I'm actually tasting the individual cheeses. So you can taste that white cheddar, you can taste that Gruyere, the smoothness of the Gruyere, and you can taste the creaminess of the Monterey Jack. And then those macaronis, they're done perfectly, but it's the seasoning in here that really gives it a beautiful balance. They're 3.6 ounces a piece, almost 4 ounces, almost a quarter pound. But look at all the things that you can do with it, right? So they're coming.
Like
8 of them are coming.
Like eat them.
So you and 7 of your favorite friends, just eat them on a salad with some asparagus, with some chili, with some root vegetables, with some. Honestly, add this to some eggs and some steak. Get that, do a little mac and cheese with some steak and eggs would be absolutely beautiful. The item number is at 98113. Price goes up, easy pay goes away at the end of the day. They sold out in their August debut. They're back. So August, September, October, November, December, January, February. It took us half a year to get them back.
You know what's really nice about these?
You're right.
You know how like everybody always loves the top of the mac and cheese because it's the crunchy part of the cheese?
That's my favorite part.
This has it all the way around.
And that's why they twice bake it. So you bake it the first time, it allows that elbow macaroni. I'm going to go up here with the steak. I'm going to come up here with the steak and do a little bit. So you bake it, you let that elbow macaroni and those tubes start to soak up the cheese, and then you go in for a second bake. And you get that just a little bit of that crisp finish of that cheese on the outside.
Are there
which
two
makes
different
it so
types
delicious.
of cheese in here? Or?
Three.
There are three types of cheeses, and I love the one to pick. So you've got an aged sharp cheddar, so you've got that sharpness in there. You've got that Gruyere, which is a little bit on the nutty side, and then finished off with that pull of that mozzarella.
I could eat 5 of these.
So could I.
Right?
And the great thing is again, portion control, because with mac and cheese, you really kind of usually can eat 12 pounds, like big, huge scoops onto your plate. You don't know how much you're eating, and then you go back for seconds. Each one of these are individually portioned. And as you said, I just get them, I cook them from frozen.
Yep.
On a tray.
Yeah.
How long?
About 12 to 15 minutes. You do not want to over bake them.
Okay.
And then if you want to go from frozen into the microwave, it's about 2 to 5 minutes. Just kind of check it in between in here.
Super
look at
easy.
All the layers.
I mean, look at all the layers. Remind us again the seasonings in there and really kind of what the ingredient deck is.
You've got some, all right, so you've got elbow macaroni, and then they chop some of it up so it's going to hold even more cheese. Those 3 cheeses in there, that aged cheddar, that Gruyere, and that mozzarella cheese. You've got half and half. You've got whole milk. You've got fresh eggs all come together. You've got onion and garlic powder and local chives in here. Everything is sourced locally, made exactly the way they make them for the upscale breakfasts and lunches and brunches they do down south.
That they have in resorts, in country clubs, the 5-star restaurants. They're like, okay, we're gonna have a brunch and we're gonna have these individual mac and cheeses. That's what this is, and they're already done for you by those persnickety chefs. Like I remember when this first started, it was a chef and he was like, yep, all of our sourcing is really from 2 miles down the road. So we're getting that super fresh milk, we're getting that super fresh butter, we're getting the super fresh cheeses. That's what's going in here. So from right up the street, they're making these, what they would make for the 5-star restaurants, and you're looking at each one of these as $5 and change a piece. If you went to that 5-star restaurant, that Ritz-Carlton, that Four Seasons, that whatever, and saw this, no way would it be $5 and change a piece. But that's what you're getting here, but only until the end of the day. The price goes up, the easy pay goes away at the end of the day, and they're so good they sold out in August, and it took us this long to get them back in. So put these in your cart, try these. If you love mac and cheese like I do, I love mac and cheese. We started with 1,000. We've got fewer than 700 to go around. Put this in your cart. You'll be so delighted. Also, if you're caring for somebody and they need to have snacks, they need to have some sustenance and something that's really easy for them to make, this is something that's easy for them to make. And then we've got protein coming up a little bit later. So you could add the little steak to go with this, or even some Cape Hake to go with this. That would work. Thanks, Marie Louise Ludwig.
Great to be here.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Let's share with you what else we've got coming up in the show. Remember, that's an expiring price. So that price is going up and the easy pay is going away at the end of the day.